What's up, y'all? Welcome to the video to uh, Real Talk, where we talk about all things true, nothing but the truth, whether it's controversial or not, just 100% truth. Uh, there's only reason why people classify things as controversial is so because they don't want to talk about it, because they don't want it to be talked about. Wherever it is, you know, whether what's going on with the pandemic or immigration and all the stuff going on in the world, all these things had to happen because God said so, you know. Anyway, I figured out why everything's going on the way it is, and it all started with the pandemic. So, the World Health Organization, along with the Chinese government, conspired to release the COVID 19 vaccine virus, ultimately weakening the Western world. So then they could do all this other stuff, and they just needed Biden, someone like Biden, who is gonna bow to their will for money. Okay, open up the border, let all these people in, and all this freaking evil stuff happen. So then they can establish a global government or a global empire, and because I mean, all the dots connect. All the dots are connecting, and this is what I understand about the Matrix, because we do live in a Matrix where the global elites and the World Health Organization, all these people that are running things, the different governments, like we can like each other as countries, but our government, world countries' governments will never uh, agree on anything because they have different interests, different agendas. Okay, and the main agenda is to keep us in this matrix where, like, our religion matters, our our race, our religion, our gender, our this or that or anything, our uh, political affiliations, anything like that that people deem, oh, it's too controversial. We can't talk about it. It's too controversial, especially when it comes to the Bible, God, and Jesus Christ, because they want you to think, oh, we can't talk about it. It's too controversial. You're going to offend somebody. And that is the Antichrist working through this matrix of all of us, through the people who are running everything, the global elites and the World Health Organization, all these organizations that were set up to benefit the interests of the people. But in reality, they're only benefiting the interests of themselves in order to establish this global uh, empire that they're trying to, you know, uh, indoctrinate right now, you know. And that's the matrix, is like all of us regular people who are just living, trying to make it through, who elect these governments, these officials who ultimately screw us over, you know but it's up to us to weave through all the bullshit. you know Take the red pill, stop taking the blue pill. I know people talk about this red pill, blue pill, but like, if you think about it, you know, they want us to focus on race. They want us to focus on gender. They want us to focus on, all these things that don't really matter, that matter to us, but they don't matter to them because they don't care anything about it. They don't care who your God is. They don't care what your religion is. They don't care who you pray to. They don't care like where you're from. To if you're from Russia or Africa or wherever you're from, they don't care. They don't care if people die. They don't care if people are raped or babies are burned. They don't care about none of that because all they care about is global empire. Once they create a global empire, then they have all of us. Doesn't matter how much money you make. It doesn't matter what your position is, you know. And you know, people can keep people that don't watch the news or don't keep up to date on what's going on with the world are not going to be ready for when this stuff happens. Okay, the stuff I'm talking about is, leading up to the 7 year tribulation, what it talks about in the Bible. Okay, now the whole reason, I'm not gonna get too off on this because I just wanted to talk about, what's going on now. Because it's all leading up to the revealing of the Antichrist. Because majority of people of the earth are going to choose the Antichrist over God, and that's just the way it has. That's just the way it's going to be. You know, there's going to be very few Bibles in the end times during the 7 year tribulation, up to where there's almost none or none. You know, Christianity is going to be outlawed. All this stuff is going to happen. Coming up to the end. And it will happen, regardless of whether you believe it or not. It's going to happen because that's what God said, and what God says is going to happen. It will happen. Doesn't matter if you believe it or not, it will. And anyway, so with that, we need to come together as people of this earth and realize that these World Health Organizations, these elites, all these entities, these governments, even people in our own government are freaking trying to facilitate this to happen. That's why you're trying to get Trump out of there, because Trump is the only one standing in their way. So we gotta, you know, get Trump back in there and keep this from happening. Because I'm telling you, like, if we let evil rule, continue to do like this, it's not gonna go away. And I don't know. We can pray to God as much as we want, but if we're not gonna act in this world to prevent this evil from taking our countries and happening, then it's just not gonna go away on its own, you know. And we need to stop being so soft, We need to harden up and start fighting for our freedoms, not just our freedoms, but the freedoms of the world, the rest of the country, everyone. That's what America is about. We're one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all, as including everyone from other countries too. We want a free world. We want free speech. We want free thought. We want to be independent for everybody in this world. But it's not gonna happen until people start waking up, start paying attention what's going on around you, instead of what's in your own little life. And with that, I'll leave you with this. If you like the channel, if you like the video, please subscribe to my channel and leave a comment. All right, peace. Coming out with you with more content to come. Later.